Hi, my name is Maggie Rourke, and for my Teaching Tuesday, I'm going to be doing an eye makeup tutorial. Just for the sole fact that it's like the only thing I'm good at, the only thing I'm like super passionate about. It's like a hobby of mine. I've been practicing since like 8th grade. My makeup didn't always look like this. It takes a lot of practice, and I get a lot of questions on how I do my eyeliner, how I do my eyeshadow, and like what I use. So I thought this would be a like cool thing to do. And everyone has always told me to make a YouTube channel like for my makeup, but I'm not gonna do that. So this is the closest thing you're gonna get. So yeah, basically I'm just doing my eye makeup because if I did my full face, it would take way too long, and it's just, it's not that important. The eyes are what like makes your face. So yeah, today I just did like a simple smoky eye because I wasn't gonna do something crazy and colorful. Just something simple and easy to understand, and yeah. So I hope this is helpful. I hope it's interesting. But yeah, thank you for watching. Okay, so before you do anything, you should start with an eyeshadow primer, because if you don't use an eyeshadow primer, it'll come out really like patchy and it'll come off throughout the day. So you just kind of put it on your eyelids like this. I use the Urban Decay eyeshadow potion. It just works the best for me, but I mean, you can use concealer or anything like that if you want to. It doesn't really matter as long as you put something down first. So for my actual eyeshadow, I'm just gonna do like a simple smoky eye because I'm not gonna be extra like that. So I'm just using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. So first, I'm going to start off with like a light shade. It's called a transition shade. You just put that down because if you go right in with like a super dark color, it'll look super patchy and weird. So I'm taking this with like a fluffy brush and just putting it like on my crease of my eye. And yes, there are multiple parts to your eye. There's your crease and your lid and your outer V, and yeah, most people think it's just your eyelid, but no, there's multiple parts. And it also matters what kind of brush you use, because if I were to use like a flat, stiff brush for my crease or my transition shade, it would come out really like streaky and it wouldn't blend. So fluffy brushes like this like blend the color out. Then next, I think I'm gonna do this dark gray color right here, and I'll just use the same brush. So put that on there, and then go like this, because it gets off all that excess. Because if you don't do that, you'll have like a bunch of powder under your eye, and it looks really bad. So I'm just putting this color like a little bit lower than my transition shade, to give it that more, like, just give it more dimension and like make it look a little darker. And you just go in like windshield wiper motions like this. And you're supposed to hold your fingers like to the back of the brush. If you hold it too close, it'll look really harsh. So then you could just leave it like this if you want, and then go in with like eyeliner and stuff, but I'm extra and I like to do more. So then I'll put this white right here on my lid, like my actual lid down here, and I just do that with my finger because I think it works the best. You can use a little brush if you want, but I'm not going to. So just put that here. Don't put it too far up, because it'll like blend in with your other colors and it'll look really weird. So just keep it like low. And then I'm gonna use this brush. Okay, I'm gonna use this little like angled brush and go in with this like black. Just put a little bit, not too much because it's black, and just put it right over here. This is called your outer V. Just putting a dark color in your outer V gives your eye a lot more dimension, and it can make it look bigger. So if you have like hooded eyes, like where your eyelids don't show a ton, this can like open up your eyes a lot by putting like a dark color over here. And this look that I'm doing, I do just like all the time. It's like, you know, it's just a random everyday look that can match whatever you're wearing. And it does matter, because if you're wearing like a pink shirt and you are wearing blue eyeshadow, it's gonna look really bad. So yeah. And then I'm just taking that same like fluffy brush and blending it out again, just so it doesn't look harsh. And you want it to look really blended on the edges too. And then I usually do this, you don't have to, but I'm going to take that same white color and put it up on my brow bone to like highlight my eyebrow, and you know, it just pulls everything together, I think. So that's it for your eyeshadow. I still look crazy. You're going to look a little crazy. But oh, well, you can add some black down here with that brush that you used to make it all come together. Again, you don't have to do that, but you can go like that, and it just kind of ties everything together. So next, I'm going to do eyeliner. A lot of people ask me how I do my winged eyeliner. So I just use this Kat Von D tattoo liner, and it's like a little pen, and it's really thin. The thinner your pen is, the more precise you can get the point. You don't have to use a pen. You can use like the gel liner that comes in a pot. But I like this. It works the best for me. So first you start out with like just one little line. You kind of go with like the shape of your eye. So you go like how your lid goes like this, connects with your eyebrow. You kind of follow that shape and just put one little line. And then you start from like almost the top of that line and take it back down this way so it forms a little point like that. And then you can just fill that in. There's a lot of different ways to do it, but this is just how I've always done mine. So fill in that little triangle. And then you're not really supposed to do this, but I do this. It gives you premature wrinkles, but who cares? So I kind of like pull my eye like that, and then I start down here with, and then just make a line across the top of my eyelid to connect it all. And then you can kind of just like go back in and, oh, I have a big patch right there. You can kind of just go back in and connect everything together. And make sure there's no like spots. I'm gonna get this off my face. Yeah, but basically that's it. And I'm gonna do the other eye really fast. Okay, so now that my other eye is done, they're super uneven. That's fine. Whatever. You can go in with mascara. I'm just using like this. It's just drugstore. It doesn't really matter what mascara you use. I like ones that have big fluffy brushes like this. It just kind of helps your lashes look more full. But you kind of just start at the base, and you can either like do a little bit of like the wiggling motion at the base of your eyelashes and then go up, or you can kind of just paint it on. And don't poke yourself in the eye. But yeah, pretty much just go like this. You can kind of blink into it too, like if you're scared of like touching your eyeball, you can just kind of blink. But I'm more of a painter myself. I kind of just do this motion. And this is going to take forever, so I'm not going to like film this entire thing. But yeah, basically you get the point. Okay, so now that I've done my top lashes, I'm going to do my bottom lashes. This kind of freaks people out. Not everyone does this, but I do. I think it opens up your eyes a lot more, and it just, I don't know, I think it looks really good. So basically you're going to like look down so you can get a good angle and just go like this. It looks like I'm really close to my eyeball, which I am, but I'm not touching it. You kind of just are more gentle on the bottom than you are with the top, and it's just the same thing, kind of just going across and dragging it down like that. And I'll do the other eye. Yeah, again, you don't have to do this, but I think it looks really good, and it just completes everything. I think it looks really unfinished if you put it on the top and not on the bottom. So yeah, I take it all the way in and then kind of just brush it back and forth. You don't have to put as much on the bottom as you put on the top, obviously. You'd look a little psycho. But yeah, basically that's it for mascara. Then after mascara, I put something in my inner corner. So like right here, it like opens up your eyes so much, it makes any eye look that you're doing pop. So usually I use like a shimmery white shade. So I'm going to use one from this palette, this huge palette. I'm going to use like a mixture of those two white colors at the top. So usually when you do something in your inner corner, you use like a really tiny brush. So I use one like this, like super, super tiny. Just get a little mix of those and then put it right there, like that. It's a subtle difference, but you really notice it. I think it looks really pretty. You can use kind of a colorful color too if you want, but I always use white. So yeah, basically that's it. I've been practicing my makeup, mostly my eye makeup, my eyeliner, since like 8th grade. It's not always going to be perfect. I've practiced a lot. So yeah, this is pretty much the only thing I'm good at. So yeah, but this is what it looks like when you're done. And I hope this was somewhat helpful, somewhat interesting. But yeah, I just really love makeup. I think it's a really cool form of self-expression. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.